If the Breakfast Club ratings and engagement are fine, like Jess Hilarious straight up exposed, then why is Charlamagne out here trying to do damage control? Listen, today we've got another Breakfast Club clip, another so-called damage control video, basically another "The Breakfast Club is in trouble" alert. And honestly, at this point, it's starting to feel like a broken record. We've got Charlamagne Tha God now talking to Andrew Schulz, acting like everyone's panicking over absolutely nothing, and suddenly we have to wait for Netflix numbers. Well, let's be real. Ask how the Netflix numbers worked out for Pop the Balloon Live. It got pulled, yanked, removed after just 8 episodes. So why are we even worried about The Breakfast Club on Netflix? Nobody's going there to watch a radio show. Seriously, nobody's logging in to catch Fat Joe and Ja Rule on a Netflix podcast. When you open Netflix, you want a TV show, a documentary, a movie. Period. That's it. No podcast, no engagement, no comments, no live chat. We're not here for that. You're a radio show. Stick to the airwaves. But before we dive into Charlamagne gaslighting people, let's remind everyone what Jess Hilarious herself said, out loud with no filter.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we gotta find other content to do that can go on our other platforms, but it's okay because Jess Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Jess's Thoughts. I started doing a segment where...
So check this out. Somebody, aka the bigwigs, the executives, had to pull the Breakfast Club hosts aside and say, listen, look, engagement is down. It's not what it used to be since moving to Netflix. You lost a big chunk of your audience. And of course, once that goes viral, boom, an article drops claiming The Breakfast Club is the most watched show in New York ever in the entire history of the show. No. That's strictly Netflix numbers pulled from Power 105.1 in New York and iHeartRadio data. Make it make sense. But regardless, Charlamagne Tha God comes out celebrating like it's a massive win and everyone's hyping it up. But it's not realistic. It's pure semantics, designed to quiet the noise and make it sound better than it really is. Basically, don't worry, y'all didn't sign a bad deal, you're not going to disappear, everything's fine. Except I guess all that matters is Charlamagne allegedly got that $200 million. So yeah, all good in his world. Fast forward, Charlamagne goes on Andrew Schulz's show. They do their little segment, maybe a 4-minute clip. He basically says, listen, everyone's freaking out, everyone's overreacting. What are the overall Netflix ratings? But here's the thing, Charlamagne. Netflix ratings for shows and top 10 movies operate completely differently. Podcasting is a whole other ballgame, a whole other set of metrics. And right now, I've even seen Hulu try this a few times, using actual actors and actresses from shows to get people interested in watching the program. It's a totally different strategy, totally different measurement, and you can't just compare it to your podcast. I feel like this is a little different, but at the same time, it feels like they're doing it to try and control the narrative. But here's the thing, you can't out-control the control. You're not bigger than the program. Y'all couldn't even out-earn YouTube, which is free. People are mad at Netflix left and right with account restrictions, and now they come back saying, oh, you can share accounts, but it's an extra $6.99. Nah. And then Charlamagne tries to defend it saying, listen, if you go to Netflix, it's based on 3 segments, the full show, the interview, and Donkey of the Day. To me, that's giving restricted, straight up. Normally, if you had a really good topic or a strong call-in moment, that would be its own separate segment. Are people even still calling in? And that's just one of the many questions with this so-called exclusive Netflix deal. Charlamagne also said Netflix isn't getting anything from the last 15 years, strictly the new content for 2026. He's trying to do damage control and claim everything is still on YouTube, but that's not exactly true. The full show is delayed on YouTube, and while clips are posted, it's nowhere near what you used to post. Way fewer clips, way fewer shorts, back when you were constantly going viral on platforms like The Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk. A big part of your success has always been engagement, the culture, and now that's being stripped away. How are you supposed to survive? The money and the deal only lasts so long before the data exposes the truth. Nobody's tuning into Netflix to watch The Breakfast Club. I just want y'all to keep the same energy. Like, what is not computing here? If nothing was wrong, you'd be ignoring all the noise, all the commentary. But low-key, you need to have those conversations with Jess Hilarious. What happens in the business meetings stay inside the Zoom calls with the bigwigs. It's not our fault she came out and told everyone engagement sucks. And now, since you can't interfere with the Netflix deal, you have to create original content that's separate from what's being pushed on Netflix. Your co-host, Jess Hilarious, was the first to point out that not everything is as it seems. Money isn't all good money. Engagement isn't what it should be. And now we're being shelved, put on the back burner, treated like leftovers. Nah. So without further ado, I'm letting y'all hear what Charlamagne had to say to Andrew Schultz. And do me a favor, hype the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. With that said, I'll catch y'all again very soon.
To me, it's like people will be like, I'm not watching Breakfast Club on Netflix, but then you constantly tweeting about the America's Next Top Model doc. You constantly tweeting about Stranger Things. You constantly tweeting about the Diddy doc, whatever it is.
What you said though, it's like, change is always going to be tricky and people are going to be frustrated with change and eventually they'll adjust to it.
And a lot of it is just narrative, Andrew. People, somebody will get online, create a narrative, put something in somebody's head, and then everybody will run with it.
No way.
Yes.
When has that happened ever? I can't fathom that even exists.
I'm just saying, it happened. So now everybody's like, yeah, I agree. But no, I just want everybody to ask one simple question to themselves. What are the viewership numbers on Netflix? And it's not just for Breakfast Club. This is for Joe and Jada. This is for Chelsea Handler. This is for, anybody that's over there. Bill Simmons. What are the numbers on Netflix?
They're not going to tell you.
Now, when you get the numbers on Netflix, then we can have an honest conversation on whether this is working or not. And by the way, if it don't work, I will be the first to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Cause I want us to win. If sometimes we got to be the first over the hill to see what's over there, cool. But I'll be the first to tell you if it don't work.
Yeah.
Trust me, trust and believe. Okay. And I will be, yes.
Also, did anybody ever watch the whole Breakfast Club on YouTube or were the interviews chopped up?
Exactly. It was never the full show.
Right.
It was always segments, like so. And even now, when you go on the Breakfast Club on YouTube, we do put up clips. We put up clips on. So nothing has changed on social media.
That's how I would organize Breakfast Club.
I knew, and I said there's a brilliant ideas episode where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna say this because I don't want to give them no ideas. I knew they were going to suppress the content that went over to Netflix. It just makes sense.
What you mean?
They suppressed the content, like the content that's still, because we still put clips up on YouTube.
Oh, but they're not letting it get love
at all. No. And why would you?
But there must be some sort of like, what is the government body that regulates content on the airwaves? FTC?
Man, get the
FCC.
Who they don't get?